So Christopher Nolan makes films people love even though they don't fully understand them. And honestly, that is one of the reasons I hate his film. Yeah, and here's 5 more, by the way. Number 1, he respects the audience too much. Now, let me explain. Most of Christopher Nolan's films are confusing. He lets the audience figure things out themselves. He doesn't spoon feed the audience. He gives them flavor, not the full recipe. So the key takeaway for this point here is let your audience work. Don't over-explain everything. Let them figure out some parts of your stories. Like I said, you give them flavor, not the full recipe. Okay, so the second reason I hate Christopher Nolan's films is he makes blockbusters feel personal, right? There are always some sort of personal themes in films that have these grand schemes, and he's always able to bring all that stuff down to the personal level. Christopher Nolan is a master when it comes to things like this. Take, for example, time being a theme in the film Interstellar. Now, I watched that film and I actually felt like time was a theme or a character on its own, and it felt so personal, the relationship between the father and his daughter. Christopher Nolan just has his way of making grand schemes of things feel personal. So he doesn't just rely on spectacle alone, he is actually a really great storyteller. So the key takeaway for this one here is that filmmakers should always learn to chase themes they're already obsessed with. If your films even have the slightest amount of your personality inside of them, it makes it so much more interesting. It makes it so much more impactful, and it actually has a reason to exist. Your voice matters more than your budget. Reason number 3, his movies makes other movies look lazy. Okay, so most movies nowadays rely on heavy CGI, weak scripts with huge spectacle, and franchises with very weak or no depth at all. Christopher Nolan does the exact opposite of all this. He relies on special effects. I know he still does a lot of CGI, but very little. Take Oppenheimer, for example. It was just 3 hours of people talking, and it felt like it had greater storytelling than most movies I've seen in recent times. So the key takeaway from this point is that storytelling matters more than huge explosions. So the final reason is his use of practical effects. Yeah, that guy's a beast. Think about most movies, right? Like I said, a lot of movies these days just use so much CGI, and they just turn the dial on CGI until it's at the max, and that's just the climax of the film. But Christopher Nolan doesn't always do that, right? Take the plane crash from Tenet, for example. That's a practical plane crash. So even low-budget filmmakers like us, we can adapt these principles into our films. Don't always try to fix it in post. It doesn't always work. So you use real lighting, real locations, just authenticity. It matters a lot in your films, a lot more than explosions and huge spectacle, which people like us can't afford. Oh wait, that was number 4. That wasn't our final reason. Sorry, I'm losing count. So reason number 5, he makes you feel small. Now here's the reason I just really dislike his films. They make you, the audience, feel small. You just realize you're almost intangible. I'm not using that word correctly. I don't give a he just has this sense of scale. Think about the cosmic scale in Interstellar, and then historical scale in Oppenheimer, and then psychological scale in Inception. He just makes you feel so small compared to the world around you, and this is my biggest reason for hating on Christopher Nolan's films. Might seem like too much glaze, but he deserves it. He's earned it. So this point actually gives us 2 lessons. Number 1, ambition matters, yes. The second lesson is that overwhelming your viewer isn't always a bad thing. Like I said, you need to let your audience work. Let them figure things out. Sometimes confusion is a great storytelling tactic. So Christopher Nolan is someone you would want to learn that from. Just watch his movies and break them down, digest them, and then spit them out as your own films. It works. Okay, so we're at the end right now, and I want to justify what I actually said at the start of this video. I hate Christopher Nolan's films because they remind me of just how hard filmmaking is supposed to be, and they remind me of just how much I still don't know.